mis amores, hello lovelies. Today's video is specifically for Taurus signs, sun, moon, or rising, since each of those tells you something different about yourself, your purpose, and your love life. We will be covering the challenges you've experienced in your life, lessons you've learned, and lessons you will face in the future, blessings you can be grateful for, and future blessings. Then completing your reading with the answer as to what makes you powerful. So here we have 4 options. Option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because personally, I don't like generalizing the entire world by their zodiac as if every Taurus has lived and will live the same stories. Each option is a different card from a different deck. So to pick intuitively, take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. And once you have decided, check out either the pinned comment or description of today's video to click on the timestamp of your option so the video will fast forward itself to your reading. Since these are general readings divided into just a small group of options for all viewers, not everything in your message will resonate. Be discerning as to how you translate the messages to your life, but don't force a message to fit either. If nothing in the option you pick sounds like you, then you might have not picked intuitively and you can come back here to pick a different option. If you're watching this during Taurus season, happy birthday, Taurians! But if you're watching any other time, since this is a timeless reading, I hope you enjoy and you find the insights that help you connect with yourself and feel empowered in love, career, health, mind, and soul. Hey there, Taurus Group 1. So you chose this Hierophant card from the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And now we're going to look into what challenges you've already faced in life up to this point. Okay, so this is fun because for the first zodiac sign, which I posted, which was Aries, and now for you guys, the answers seem to be very clear. We've got here 4 cards for you, and they are the King of Wheels, which is King of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups reversed, the Justice reversed, and the Hermit. And the reason I'm saying this is fun is because in other pick-a cards, the cards don't pop out like this so quickly. So what I sense here with these cards about your life challenges, perhaps you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have a lot of responsibilities. Because in this image, this specific Hierophant image, he seems like the head of the tribe here. He seems like a leader. And these are totem poles in the back, but it makes me think of a community. Like a lot of people rely on him. And here with the King of Pentacles, this is also representative of being the head of the household. And with the Hermit, this shows perhaps that you feel you need to always be on your toes, that you need to know everything. Once again, with what I was saying about people relying on you, expecting you to always have the answers, to always be there for them. And for some of you, that energy could have been a struggle if some people tried to take advantage of that in the past, since we do have the 2 of Cups and Justice reversed. So there's an injustice here where either it was like friends that you trusted that disappointed you, or a relationship that was asking so much of you, kind of expecting you to be the savior. So already I'm getting here what lessons you have learned from the past, from your life that you've lived up till now. which is about setting boundaries, separating yourself from those people, valuing yourself as much as you value others, breaking out of this cycle of being so giving to where it becomes draining. Some of you might have dealt with a heavy breakup, while others it would have been a heavy divorce with very complicated situations. And the Hermit card is usually a very powerful, wise card, wise energy. But here, with how he's surrounded by these muddy, dirty clouds, like it's raining too, I feel like some of you might feel alone in this journey. Maybe you do isolate. You don't like letting people know of your problems. You don't like being vulnerable, or like it makes you uncomfortable. You like being the one that's needed, not the one that needs others, because you have high expectations over yourself. And perhaps some of the lessons you are learning are about how much to give and opening up to also receive. See, I kind of also sense a challenge here of learning to trust. So now let's dig into what lessons you will be facing in the future. Sorry, that was a little too quick and there was a lot of cards. Okay, what lessons will you be learning in the future? Okay, so there's a lot. This one I'm not going to take. These four I will. See, here we have the King of Cups reversed, Page of Swords reversed, Emperor also reversed, and the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so I'm sensing here an energy of vulnerability, how I was saying that perhaps you don't like relying on others, you don't like letting others know that you're struggling. And see, the Seven of Swords, this is about letting out truths that are hidden. In this specific image, there's a kid that is hiding swords from these warriors or knights of another kingdom, perhaps. So it's kind of like you are guarding something of yourself, guarding something within. You don't want others to have it, and you'd rather keep all that turmoil to yourself, as is shown here with the King of Cups being reversed. The King of Cups is the king of emotions. He is someone that knows himself deeply, faces his fears, connects with his queen and his empire on a deep level that really contributes to his manifestations as the Emperor here. Because the Emperor is someone strategic, wise, highly successful, a leader that doesn't do everything himself. He opens up to getting help from his warriors and advisors. So is this the challenge you will take on? Having all the cards reversed shows that it depends on you. If you will pass these challenges and learn these lessons and become this Emperor, or you'll keep holding back, which in turn is holding back your life from progressing. The Page of Swords is also one of learning to communicate with others without having your sword ready to attack. Communication and honesty seems very important here for you, because without these, certain people in your life could turn on you. Or rather than being the Emperor that helps his community, you would be the Emperor that leaves a trail of blood. The Page of Swords being reversed does show a sense of insecurity and a sense of immaturity that won't change unless you face it and admit to it. So now let's look at the blessings that you can already be grateful for in your life. Too many, sorry. Oh my gosh, okay, it seems like there's a lot of messages here, but we're trying to keep it nice and sweet and clear. Okay, here is what you can be grateful for, and one more card, or two, okay. Beautiful. So, okay, so the blessings you can already be grateful for. We have the Lovers here, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Very exciting. So some of you, if you've been seeking love, because this is pretty clear about love, if you've been seeking love, then you're going to be meeting this person soon. As you do, get to know yourself and open up in the dating world. Because in this specific lover's card, there are two people, not just one. So that could be a sign that if you're putting yourself out there dating, perhaps taking this advice that I've been saying about being vulnerable, being honest, and showing your loyalty where you distance yourself from all the options available, then that would make space for this person. See here, he's with two people, and here, he's with one. As soon as you admit that this is what you want a loving future, and you know the type of person that you want, then they will show up, rather than dipping your toes everywhere as a form of instant satisfaction and some type of validation. And it will take time getting to know this person, building up a solid relationship. So for this to succeed, it will require that, or it is recommended that you distance yourself from flings, because if you keep those other options, you're telling the universe that you don't trust love is available or that love is real. Whereas for those of you that are already in a relationship or married, then this is confirmation that that is what you can be grateful for. And from here on up, love will bloom. In fact, what's standing out to me here is this ribbon, this red ribbon that is floating in the cards, which I feel reflects the cord between you guys. An abundant, energetic love, spiritual love too. Perhaps you recently got married or you're about to get married, and your family is very happy for you here. They're very supportive. There's a beautiful energy from family and friends. While others of you might be having an anniversary coming up, and in a non-love related manner, these cards reflect perhaps also a graduation or some type of celebration, celebrating a major milestone in your life. Perhaps some of you have been striving towards your dream career, and that's a blessing to be grateful for, whether you're in the progress of that or you're already achieved it. So many great things are going to come from it because you have the fire, the drive, the charisma to succeed in this. And since you chose this very fancy deck, I also feel like you have a lot of material blessings, like whether it be fancy clothes, or you're also someone that's very attractive, like very fit. You might afford luxury items, and your home could be decorated very nicely. You might have very nice taste in home and style. By the way, this Queen of Wands could be you or the person you're dating or in a relationship or married to, which is someone that makes a statement. They walk in a room and people notice them. They're also very passionate, very kind, perhaps creative, and definitely not a quitter. So now let's look into your future blessings. What can you possibly expect to happen in your life? Too many here. We'll take this one. And okay, and one more. I'll just take this here in the back. All right, so we have Page of Wands reversed and Three of Cups, along with the Seven of Cups. That's exciting. Oh, and in the back, Nine of Cups. Wow. So these are basically that whatever you wish, you can definitely manifest. Because Seven of Cups is opening up to your wishes. Even since we have so many cups here rather than any pentacles, there's kind of a transformation here that if you do take this advice, you will release any worries over finances. You will stop focusing so much on that, on taking care of everyone, because you'll trust that you will be able to take care of them as you succeed, going for what you dream. It's like filling up your cup first so that then you can serve it to everyone else. And see, then everyone else is celebrating with you. The Page of Wands being reversed here for your future blessings, I see it as turning from this immaturity and insecurity towards getting to know yourself better, no longer feeling alone or lost. I feel like in your future, you're gonna have a lot of great connections, a great social life. You might even be hosting grand events. And if you have a list of what you want to do, what you want to manifest throughout your life, then you're going to be filling up each of those cups. Feeling very abundant, like, okay, where do I go next? What do I do next? Even the colors are showing this transition. There's so many cool, kind of sad, dark colors here, and so many vibrant golden colors over here. I'm excited for you. So now, to complete your reading, let's get you an oracle card to show you what your power is. Okay, so we have here the Chaos and Conflict card reversed, the Yang card reversed, and a leg up, card number 34. So this one, I take it as exactly your energy because the Hierophant is a card of traditions. And the leg up card, I also take it that way since it has, you know, the parent here and the baby. So it's like taking life one milestone at a time towards where then you have the possibility of building generational wealth that helps your future family. So your power is that traditional mindset, taking things one step at a time, not being impulsive, kind of like this Yang card or Chaos card, and being patient throughout what doesn't work out. You keep calm and collected with great leadership qualities. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, Taurus Group 2. So you chose this Hierophant card from the Tarot of the Divine. And before I get into your reading, I wanted to read really quickly this specific Hierophant card from this book because it has the most beautiful stories here and perhaps you might connect with it. Like it could reflect as to why you chose this specific card from this deck. So here the story behind the creation of this Hierophant card is that she is the white buffalo woman from North Dakota. She's a Lakota deity. And the information here says the Hierophant is a divine figure and teacher who shares the rules, rites, and rituals to follow as a community. There is a place for everyone and everyone in their place. She encourages the comfort and support of the group, the path well trodden. So here, perhaps some of you have a connection with tribes, whether Native American or African or any other type of tribe. And you could also have a strong connection with your ancestors. They are very much watching over you. So I feel a very spiritual connection here. And now let's look into what challenges you've experienced in your life up until this point. We have here the 8 of coins. Oops, that was way too many. We'll take this one, the 4 of coins. Okay, so starting here, the 8 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. This one shows quite a lot of stress. Usually, the 8 of Pentacles is a card of putting in the work, studying, improving your craft, making an effort at whatever it is you desire. But in this image, as you can see, she looks like she's in pain. She looks like she's struggling. And she's also in a little cave here where She's focused on the task at hand, which is a very painful task, rather than the beauty surrounding her, the beauty that is outside of her comfort zone. So you might be someone that has struggled with getting out of your comfort zone, and you might be perfectionist, might be attached to negative habits, attached to your image, your presentation, and getting things done a certain way that isn't necessarily always working for you. It becomes stressful, it becomes a burden, it becomes a pain for you, rather than if you were to let it go, change things up, try some new things. And again here, it's shown how you do tend to stay in your comfort zone. With the Four of Pentacles, how she's holding on to her pentacles, and she's being surrounded by that vulture, which is an animal that eats dead carcasses. It waits for things to die. So it's kind of giving me the vibe of putting in so much work to things that wear you down. Perhaps you reach burnout a lot. You overgive. You focus too much on the stresses of life because of your attachments. It's like, this is what you know, so this is what you'll keep doing. That's the energy that I'm sensing here. And this is holding you back in life. Some of you, by the way, could have pursued a career that you weren't really passionate about, or you reached a level in your career where you might feel hopeless and unseen, taken for granted, not valued, and lost interest in it. But it might have been difficult for you to change things up from there, to get out of that comfort zone, to leave that job or that career. And same thing with people, whether family or a relationship where it's been so comfortable, it's what you've known your entire life, so you don't take a step out. And now let's look at what lessons you've learned, perhaps whether from this or in other senses of your life up until this point. That's too many. What lessons have you learned? And what lessons will you learn from this moment forward? Okay, so lessons you've learned, we have here the Emperor reversed. See, this one could be about separating yourself from a tyrant, because when the Emperor card is reversed, it does show the energy of someone that is overbearing, controlling, that has high expectations over you, a dictator. So perhaps you're learning to push your comfort zone, to have a little bit more courage to speak up, or you could be in the process of seeing your value and planning a different future, because the Emperor is a strategist. And the lessons you'll be learning in the future, we've got these wonderful cards that are the Hermit and the Hanged Man. These are awesome. The Hermit is that inner wisdom that shines, and all done through healing, spiritual awakening, shadow work, internal work, looking inside of you, looking deep within, getting to know yourself, your soul. And the Hanged Man is looking at the world with fresh new eyes, waking up to the reality of life and choosing to see something different. Taking a step back to really look at your actions, your negative patterns, the way life repeats itself. It could be in cycles and you catch it. So you'll start learning to listen to yourself, to go within, and even listen to your ancestors, your spirit guides. Perhaps even being comfortable with being alone, gaining that confidence. Since here in this Hanged Man, she is cradling her solar plexus, which you can look into online as to what that is, because I kind of forgot. I don't really know all the chakras, but I feel like it could have to do with confidence, with your purpose, allowing yourself to shine by doing things in a new way on your own, but also with the universe. So now let's look at what blessings you currently have in your life that you can be grateful for. We've got here Ace of Wands reversed, Two of Swords also reversed, and the King of Swords also reversed. So let me show you the cards here. These are all reversed, so I take them as one of two paths, one of two ways that you can be grateful for in your life. See, actually, let me start like this. When they are reversed, or sorry, right side up, then this shows that some of you do have a unique talent, perhaps even creatively with how we do have this brush here, a unique talent you're really passionate about. Perhaps you doodle in your own time. Perhaps you do DIYs, you craft, and you don't really open up about this. Like, not many people might know that you're into this. And with the Two of Swords, you don't seem to feel pressure to follow this, to make this your income. So you're working at this steadily without having too much pressure on yourself, without having expectations or seeking rewards, seeking attention for it, seeking validation. You're just creating out of pure joy. Perhaps even becoming very skilled at this. And the King of Swords for some of you could be either someone you're inspired by, you really look up to, and you learn from them, like an influencer, a business coach, someone on YouTube, someone you read books from, that even though you don't personally know them, they're really motivating you. While for others of you, when we have this reversed, it can show a different type of view on your blessings now. Now, it could be showing how you're really close to taking that next step to start a whole new journey. Because perhaps, how I was saying here, you are strategizing, you are seeking how to change up your life, doing the research to be prepared for when life changes. And for those of you that do have a person that is pretty cold and demanding, which is shown here again with the King of Swords being reversed, you could be separating yourself from them with the Two of Swords being here. And whenever it's reversed, then I take it as you've made a decision that you're going to do this, or you've made a decision to set your boundaries and not be reactive to them. Being in this time period where you are preparing for the new journey, where you haven't started just yet, is a great place to be because there is so much opportunity ahead and you're pretty much defining your own path. Kind of like moving to a whole new place, a new city, a new apartment, then you don't know anyone, or starting a new school, then you don't know anyone. You can choose anyone you want to start talking with. They don't know who you are. They don't know your past. You can start fresh and see where life leads you. And what blessings can you expect in your future? Okay, we got Page of Wands first. And Five of Pentacles reversed. That is awesome. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, look at that. So much success waits for you. And 9 of Swords reversed. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so happy for you. Look at that. Page of Wands is turning this ace that is reversed right side up. It is turning yourself from this burdened, tired energy to this passionate, lusting for life, playful, expressive action taker that gets to play, that gets to create, that gets to live life authentically. No longer feeling alone, no longer struggling here with the Five of Pentacles. You'll be turning towards where perhaps you might actually be able to help others, like through your experiences. If you decide to open up to teaching through your experiences, that's what the 10 of Pentacles is showing here, where like you could be this old dog here that has the community. You're now the leader that is teaching the future generations. So for those of you that want to become teachers, that's a possibility there. Or if you don't see yourself as a teacher, as a leader, then it seems like that's where you're actually heading, where you're going to gain so much confidence, so much passion. You're going to want to lead others. Perhaps if your life has been difficult in the sense like because of this dictator, because of this pressure, or other reasons that caused you to retreat, then you don't want others to experience that. And that's why you decide to help your communities, to help future kids that are left out, that are lost, that are struggling. So some of you might become teachers or parents, and that's where you're guiding your kids for a better future. Because the Ten of Pentacles is a card that shows a successful life. Being financially secure, having the family and friends that you love, and not being as stressed out as you've been. That's what the Nine of Swords reversed shows. When it is right side up, this shows not being able to sleep. It shows anxiety, depression, stress. But when it is reversed, then it shows how that is a thing of the past. So now to complete your reading, let's get you an oracle card that shows you what makes you powerful. And we got here, ooh, we got the Fates. This definitely shows your connection with spirit because of fate, and how this number 17 adds up to an 8. 8 being a divine number of unlimited potential, unlimited abundance. So some of you, a lot of you actually have star quality as well. There's something unique about you that will really captivate people. A story too that will connect with audiences. Even if you don't see it right now, you have within you this star power, the ability to shine. And that's the reading I got for you. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, Taurus group 3. So you chose this Hierophant card from the Pastel journey. And now we're going to look into what challenges you have faced in your life up until this point. Okay, so we have here the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles shows that perhaps you haven't been able to get something off the ground, whether that is actually pursuing your dream career, pursuing your dream life, or even starting a business and not being able to get it off the ground to progress upward, to level up. That's also shown here with the Six of Swords, because Six of Swords is moving from one place to another. Perhaps you were also not able to study for whatever reason that is for you. Something could have blocked you from attending a certain school that you wanted. And with this Six of Swords being here, that one being reflecting movements, moving, trips, perhaps you've been moving a lot in your life. And this has actually been a challenge for you with like getting to know people, making true friends, meeting love, getting to know yourself, feeling a sense of security because of how here, this little boat, it's a paper boat, and paper boats could get over drowned, or however you say it, like the water could make the paper boat flimsy and then it drowns. And for others of you, perhaps you haven't been able to get a steady job either. So there seems to be quite a lot going on in your life that has not really helped you to feel at home with anything, to gain any sort of attachment. And from that, let's see what type of lessons you've learned throughout your life. Yeah, through that. Whoa, that one flew. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And one more. So 10 of Wands. All right, so the lessons you've learned could have to do with detachment, because if you don't have a strong sense of security, then when you do get something, perhaps you want to hold it tight, or you might repel it, trying to have some sort of control, and that actually turns out against you. See, it depends for each one of you. That is what you are learning here. Also with the 10 of Wands, how she's holding the flowers. It's like how to gain a sense of security and attachment that is healthy. Not one that is self-sabotaging or that is obsessed. And perhaps with this 10 of Wands, it could have to do with something around responsibility, because of how this specific Hierophant card to me looks like a rebel. So sometimes rebels might not be able to have dedication, have a good sense of a schedule, be responsible, dedicated, stable. And these are some lessons you could be learning. Perhaps also learning about yourself as to what type of life you do want. So let's see what lessons you will learn from this moment forward. Here we have 9 of Wands reversed. And the Chariot. This is what the cards look like. So 9 of Wands is that card of perseverance. And being reversed shows that you will be tested to persevere, to push through, to not give up. Even though life has changed quite a lot, in which you've lost a lot of things, you haven't been able to attach to anything, to hold on to anything. That is a lesson you'll be learning in the future, is to persevere so that you can manifest your dream life. How I was talking about here with responsibilities. So there could be situations that actually trigger you to be worried, to look back at your past and kind of like think that something you want is going to get away. But all you have to do is trust and, how I said, persevere, rather than repelling it. For some of you, that you don't, for example, don't want to be hurt, don't want to be rejected, and so you just leave it. This is also about letting go. How here she's very wounded, so it's kind of like the energy of thinking you're a victim, using your past to reason for your future or your present actions. And this is a lesson you'll be learning, is to let go of that so that you can actually empower yourself. And the Chariot is about taking the reins. See, in this 6 of Swords, the boat is taking her. But here in the Chariot, she is holding on tight to the wheels or the handles of the bike. And she has decorated it cute with her own little flowers. So this is about learning to take a hold of your own destiny rather than letting life just happen to you. The Chariot card does usually have 2 horses, one black and one white, which is reflecting yin and yang energy, feminine and masculine, the balance of action and nurturing, giving and receiving. So perhaps that's also a lesson here of learning to work with the universe. That yes, you do need to take action, but also trust that things will work out, that that things are aligning themselves for your plans. But you need to know what you want first. And then check things out, like how here she's stopped on the bike. So it's like, yes, take the bike, but also take breaks sometimes. Stop and look around, be curious. See what else is there to offer. What are the opportunities? What are the alternatives? And you can navigate from there. So now let's look at what blessings you can be grateful for right now in your life. We've got here the Tower and the Two of Pentacles. So what I see from this are that even though what I've been sensing here is that you haven't had much of a home type of security, at least you do still have a place to stay, a place to live. I definitely don't sense here that you're someone homeless. So from that, there's a lot you can do. You can build yourself up to be able to leave this place if you do want to, for a different type of life that you envision. Perhaps you can actually decorate it your way, create yourself a little space where you can have Zen moments, where you can meditate, where you can study, get to know yourself, plan for the future. And you might be in a position as well where you can try out different things so that you can learn through them, so that mistakes aren't huge. They're not impactful to where it's like drastic and it ruins your life. And even though there's been so much going on in your life, that is also a blessing of having so many stories to tell, having a unique life. And like, instead of looking at things as a burden, look at it as experiences that are now a part of your story. And that you have that ability from this moment forward to mold those stories and mold yourself and your future in whichever way you desire. Perhaps some of you actually, throughout these life changes, acquired quite a lot of different skills. So now you can see how you can combine those skills. You have a lot to bring to the table. And now let's look at what blessings you can look forward to. What can you possibly expect in your future? Okay, we got here the Devil and the Eight of Wands. And did you see how nicely that landed there? So the Devil and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands shows that travel once again, but what I sense here is that you'll be able to choose where that is for you. You'll be able to, for example, if you're currently in a place that you don't like, you'll be able to move where you dream, where it will bring so much joy for you. And with how we have so many roses here, 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 and here, it's like you are actually building up aspects of yourself, your personality, your vibe, your story, your soul, what represents you. What are your interests? Even like starting up a collection of something. And the Devil is a rebellious energy. This is nice, and because of how the Hierophant does represent tradition. And then we got the Devil, which is breaking those traditions, breaking those rules, breaking expectations that people have over you, living life for you, your way, expressing however you desire. Not worrying if it scares people, of course, not like hurting anyone or being destructive, but being authentically you. Breaking the chains that have perhaps kept you stuck in life. Maybe for some of you, your life has been up to others, and then you'll get to be independent. And with having the Wands with the Devil, there's going to be a lot of passion in your life. And you'll be very cute, very attractive to a lot of people, very admired. So now to complete your reading, let's get you an oracle card that shows you what makes you powerful. Okay. So these cards are Observer reversed and Soulmates reversed. With soulmates being reversed, I get this energy here where you not having these attachments does make you independent. Perhaps some of you do struggle with how I was saying here, wanting control over things, but as you learn through this, it'll make you stronger so that then you're able to actually manifest true love, not necessarily soulmates anymore, because soulmates, I take those as people in your life that may not always stay, and that can be hurtful, but you'll gain a sense of confidence where you won't be so worried over that anymore, over those losses. It won't be so painful. It's also about not relying on others, so that makes you powerful, where you're in charge of your own actions. Of course, you can welcome help and kindness from others, gifts, but it's not something to die for. And observer being reversed shows that what I was saying here with detachment as well, because with manifestation, the way that we can actually manifest what we want is by letting go of it. We need to know what we want and let the universe know about it, but then we don't need to put so much work trying to press for this to happen. We actually trust that it will happen. We don't overthink it. So you also, I sense here, don't have that overthinking energy that could potentially cause fears to block your way. And I also sense that you've got a strong intuition about people. Like you can see right through BS. You can tell who is honest and who is hiding anything and who is playing games, things like that. Not a lot of people have this awareness. So that is something else that also makes you powerful. So what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey there, group 4. So you chose this this Hierophant card from the Mystical Manga Tarot deck. And now we're going to look into what challenges you've experienced in your life up until this point. Okay, so we have here King of Pentacles reversed, the Fool, and 3 of Wands. These cards tell me that perhaps you've been struggling financially because of how we have the King of Pentacles reversed. And the Fool card shows that perhaps you haven't been able to really learn a craft to be able to succeed in it. While for those of you that are really young and you don't have a job, then perhaps not being able to have control over money is really stressful for you because you have grand visions, or you don't know what exactly you want for your future. That's also shown here with the Fool and 3 of Wands. If it had been 2 of Wands, it would tell me that a lot of you do know exactly what you want and you're going for it. But when it is 3, then it's like you're kind of seeing your options. So there's quite a few different stories here that I sense. Maybe some of you struggle with being taken seriously, or there could be certain emotional turmoils, certain traumas that you hide with comedy. And others of you, perhaps you've been in a certain life path and you want to change life around, but you don't know exactly how, or you're afraid to take that step, that leap of faith. Or you might not see how if you are struggling financially. So now let's look into the lessons you've learned throughout your life up until this point. Okay, we got here the Hermit. And then also, what lessons will you learn from this moment forward? And we've got here the 7 of Swords. These are too many cards here, so I'm going to get one more. Oh, okay. Okay, we got 3 here. So, lessons you've learned. We have the Hermit card. This shows that you have, or you are, doing some internal work, getting to know yourself, doing some soul searching. Perhaps you're even working on your communication skills and skills that make you look more professional, be taken seriously. And some of you could have come to the realization that what you feel within, that inner calling, where your heart leads you. That spark that you have for a certain interest is your truth, that you don't need to hide it, that you can go forth with it. And you might even be educating yourself in this path, since the Hermit is that wise old soul that got there through experiences, multiversal type of experiences. And the Hierophant is a card of traditional institutions, studying. Both of these actually reflect perhaps even having a mentor or a guiding light in your life that now you're appreciating this person. As for future lessons, we have 7 of Swords, Judgment reversed, and Temperance reversed. So with these cards, I sense that you're going to start learning what is your calling and what is not. Like, not everything that's shiny is meant for you. Perhaps also that you need to focus on one thing, not be scattered doing all sorts of things. How I've been talking about here with listening to your inner calling, that's also shown here with the Judgment being reversed. So you're going to continue being tested here. Are you willing to persevere, to be patient, to trust, to work with the universe? I'm also sensing here salesmanship, like how to communicate clearly to where you can make sales with every call, or also so that the people around you know they can't BS you, know they can't try to put you down, play games with you, try to tame you, and learning when to take action, because we can't always lean back waiting for things to happen, and we can't always just stay in the planning stage. We've got to have the courage to carry out our plans, to take the steps, to do the live streams, make the calls, speak our truth, tell people how we feel, and be honest with ourselves, take critiques so that we can become better. Not better for society, but better for ourselves, more powerful, to be able to live in bliss and happiness. And now let's look at what blessings you are currently surrounded by that you can be grateful for already. That is way too many. Oh, one stayed. Okay. So that's the Devil card reversed. And these 2 cards. So for blessings, we have the Devil card reversed, the Knight of Cups, and that one is also reversed, and the 4 of Swords. So what I sense here is that you might not be the type to just live life the way everyone else around you is. Like, you know that to succeed, you need to be dedicated and not always be like partying or shopping. While for some of you, if these things are around you, there could be signs or blocks as to why this isn't good for you. So these are actually blessings for you. And with how it is reversed, also here with the 4 of Swords, I sense that there is actually peace around you. Like, life is not so chaotic. Life is not so dramatic for you. Perhaps certain situation might feel traumatic, might feel stressful, but compared to others in the world, your life feels nice here. And it's an interesting contradiction here, because for those of you that perhaps felt that your life was out of your hands, like it was maybe your parents have control of your money or over certain things in life, with how we do have the Devil reversed here, I do sense that you do still have liberties, because in the Devil, people are chained. So being reversed shows that you are not chained. You're still able to be your independent self. And it's actually a blessing to be protected, to not experience the difficulties that others do. For others of you, with how we have the Knight of Cups reversed here with the Devil, I see that you might have ended a relationship or friendship that was not serving you. See, both of those show that this person could have had traits that were toxic for you, that were actually manipulative, controlling, stressful, emotionally draining. And separating yourself from this is a blessing. where now you can rest and build up. And lastly, I do also sense that you actually have quite a lot of admirers, even if you don't realize it, even if you don't see it, or if you're not able to be with them to see them. This is actually a time that is important for you to get to know yourself so that you don't fall into any traps, any painful stress that is unnecessary. Your guides and angels are keeping you safe as well from these energies. So now let's look into what blessings you can expect to happen in your future. And here we have one already. And this one, this I'll put back. So I see here with the Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles that your future will be fruitful. See, the Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very secure, confident in herself, and with her financial abundance, she's also able to help others with it. Whether that is your community or your family, or you'd like to reinvest into your business. The Ace of Pentacles does show the ability to either start up projects of your own or get the opportunities that build up your future like this. The job offers that will be abundant because you've got a magnetism that attracts these blessings your way. These could also be reflecting a glow up, like perhaps you change up your style, you feel more confident to go for your dreams, to shoot for bigger, more challenging goals. And with this Ace of Pentacles, I also get specific messages for some of you that where your career would be, where your life or what your life path would look like involves either like cooking, baking, farming, anything that involves food or investments and stocks and money, numbers. So now to complete your reading, let's get you an oracle card here that reflects what makes you powerful. Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, but we have these. These are the Mending card reversed and Fork in the Road. So with these, I do sense that you could have the curiosity to try out different things and be open to where you are led. Because here the Mending card being reversed is showing that perhaps you're not someone perfectionist. Like you know that you'll learn along the way and you have an awareness over things, how things unravel, how things happen, over what works and what doesn't. Perhaps also being someone assertive, that once you make up your mind about something, you do it. Or you just know what are the right choices. Since we do have a little owl here, which is reflecting that wisdom, that strong intuition. And some of you might also be open to or understand the concept of surrounding yourself with people that are better than you. Because rather than needing to be the best at everything and rather than needing to be the leader that handles everything, you could understand how cooperation is important to build everyone up to succeed. And that the people you surround yourself by, that's where you learn. Those are also the ones you become. So you're not the type to linger, get attached with toxic people, or stay stuck trying to fix broken things. And you might also be someone that is actually able to guide others. Like you provide great advice. You connect people with others that they need, with others or resources. Like you're someone that is a go-to. And this makes you stand out. This makes you memorable. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time!